speeding up coral reef conservation with AI-aided automated image analysis. Through this paper, they talk about artificial intelligence through machine learning and how we can use that to help give clues to the environment changing, especially that of reefs changing, and what we can do to help with the bleaching that happens to them. It talks about collecting and processing data for environmental conservation while using artificial intelligence, but also using different methods. So talk about how there are algorithms that are in place in different programs, the potential that a new type of program that uses artificial intelligence through machine learning, and that will help coral reef ecology studies even more. These three little excerpts from the research paper are the main things that were talked about throughout the paper. So the first one is machine learning algorithms are applied to identify species, predict extinction probabilities, and assess fisheries global data, and this technology can be employed in coral reef ecology studies to understand large-scale impacts such as those caused by climate change. And then the next one is automated analysis of uploaded images, and information can result in distributional maps of species, groups of species, or richness levels, as well as biodiversity checklists per location, which is similar to what is offered by the iNaturalist platform. And then the last one is a modern program based on artificial intelligence could quickly quantify lethal and sublethal coral bleaching, coral reef recovery, phase shift events, and effects of marine protected areas in restoration projects. For the literature review / theory, they only have a list of sources at the end of their paper. There are 11 sources provided, all come from different places. There's a few that are the same authors. They do not have a summary of their sources on there. So in the paper, they talk about currently they have what they are called photo quadrants. It's a way of collecting data for the reefs where they they'll take photos of standardized area, and then they will analyze those at a later time and see how they've changed over time. There's also an underwater visual census that is done by divers that have to dive, and they basically count the fish that they see, automated image analysis. And so that has been proven to be at least 200 times faster than the other two methods, and at a fraction of the price, while also being 94 to 97% accurate. So as I said before, the AI in ML imaging 200 times faster, 94 to 97% accurate, and a fraction of the price for other methods. Mass bleaching is taking place all over the world, and it is now, usually throughout the decades, it's about a decade between each bleach, and this last one happened in half the time, which is exponentially speeding up the process and not letting the reefs heal all the way. So a large-scale program using AI and ML will greatly increase the rate at which standardized information is received, and it will continuously track impacts. And the goal of this is to be able to upload pictures, videos, information all together so that people like you and me can go onto an app and we can look at all this information and see how our reefs have been changing throughout the years. And then these 4 programs listed are currently in use. They are smaller programs that are a little bit limited, and so that is why in this they ask for a larger program. Cloud computing is something that's super important because being able to have all of that just at the tip of your finger, it's going to be faster. But overall, they say that merging the programs together will help in identifying lethal and sublethal things like in the bleaching, reef recovery, the phase shift events, marine protected areas, and it'll help also keep track of restoration projects. A modern program is really needed, and it will increase the environmental conservation efforts. It'll speed up when the data is received and when it is analyzed, which will, like I said, give us a better picture of what is happening in the moment instead of kind of looking back at what happened and having to work forward from what's already happened instead of preventing. And this will get us quality data at a lower cost, much quicker, and we'll be able to look at more regions in a smaller amount of time. So